Hi everyone, for the month of December, I wanted to do the book of Luke, and this is That's Just Penny, and I am Penny, and I have created the book of Luke in printable form. So this is the King James Version book of Luke, and I just stapled mine together and then put the cover over the staples. Here we go. And you'll see these holes because I set my stapler on too deep in. So that's okay. But this is the book of Luke. It is double spaced. It is a art journaling Bible. And I created these many, many years ago. Anyway, they sort of caught on. So I created several different styles just in the King James Version. This is double spaced. This is, I think, 12 or 14 font. I can't remember. And then there is a space over here. Now, with this one, I didn't mirror the pages. I just went ahead and printed it. You know, when you mirror the images, you know, you're not like doing art over the text. You know, the text is all together. But I just didn't really want to fuss with that because I'm just journaling. I'm not really doing any art in here. I can if I want to. I can most certainly add margin art in here and go from that. But basically, what I wanted to do for this month of December, and I know I am behind in December, but I wanted to actually just journal about and highlight, look up, and see um, Jesus's journey, and that's basically what I really want to do is to see about to follow Jesus, right? And there are in the book of Luke. Let's see how many chapters there are in the book of Luke. Um, let's see. I thought there was 24 or 25. Can't remember. Looks like 24. I hope that's correct. But because when you're printing, you never know. So I hope that is correct. 24. Let's look. So it sounds like. Let's look and let's see if the printable printed correctly, right? Look in it is King James Version, so it will match up with your King James. So let's look in the book of Luke. To be accurate, there are 24. Yay, to be accurate. So this is my word topic study Bible. It will soon be my prayer Bible. So just in case you guys know that, I'm turning it into a prayer Bible. So stay tuned for that. All right, so there are 24. What about that? So there's 25 days of Christmas. And then we have 24 chapters of Luke. What about that? So I have my own color coding system. As you guys know, if you're interested in it, I think it's in the Facebook groups or if you want to look at it, I believe it is in the Facebook group Arts Bible Journaling, but that's just Penny Printables. So yeah, so let's get started. I can put a date up here. I am super late, of course, so if you want to pick up like today's date, I don't even know what today's date is, guys. It's really hard for me to do a daily thing. I have got so much going on. I'm guessing the 19th. I could be totally wrong. And by the time this airs, there's no telling. So you can pick up, I am super late, and I can go ahead and pick up like chapter 20, not chapter 19 or whatever today is today, and start reading, that kind of thing. Because I am late, but I think I've got time to catch up, right? Because there are only 24 chapters, so we'll see. Now, if you, need help with reading, there you can go to Google search and take a screenshot, and I'm gonna read to you. Isn't that cool? If you need to look up a word, the same thing. So I really want to record over here. I really, really, and truly want to record Jesus's journey, right? So I'm gonna take a pencil and write Jesus' journey. I'm not going to. I want to use a fancy pen, but right now I'm just gonna write, and Jesus' journey, something that I can erase later if I need to, right? So I just want to write. I want to make sure it's straight, right? It doesn't matter. If you have stamps, you can do stamps as well, and I probably do, but I'm just going to try to very lightly draw a line. Something that I can erase, right? And I really want it to be pretty. So I want it to be bubbly, spaced out, that kind of thing. Okay, so Jesus' journey. And then that'll allow me, if I want to go back, right, and add pretty colors and things like that to it, right? Put the ruler back up there. Alright, so I'm just going to begin in chapter 1, and there's totally enough space. There's double space, so, if you wanted to underline and define a word, you totally could. If you want to do art, just journaling, margin art. I love margin art, and margin art, I have a whole lot of printables for margin art, especially for my art Bible journaling Bibles, right? And I have these papers. They were free printables that I gave out to those. The Candy Cane Share printables is what these are. So check those out. They were some freebies. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make this as straight as possible. And a sheet of paper fits perfectly. There's no need to cut. I'm just going to get the width that I need, a little bit less maybe, and then just rip it, right? If I wanted to do some layered pockets, and then I'm going to actually make a pocket. It says chapter 1, verse 1. For as much as many have taken in hand to set forth in order a declaration of those things which are most surely believed among us, even as they delivered them unto us, which from the beginning were eyewitnesses and ministers of the word. I really like that. And this, if it's something that I like, if it's just personal for me, it's something that I don't want to define, then, I will use a different color, like purple or pink for me, right? But if it's something like a phrase, then I will underline it in blue twice. So this is a phrase that I kind of want to think. Beginning were eyewitnesses, ministers of the word. So ministers of the word, who and what were they? Eyewitnesses, who were they? You know what I'm saying? So this is something that's kind of like verse mapping, I guess is what I'm doing, is what I'm trying to say. It seemed good to me also, having had perfect understanding of all things from the very first, to write unto thee in order, most excellent Theophilus. Now, pronunciation of biblical names, Google will help you out, because that's probably not the correct pronunciation, right? That thou mightest know the certainty of those things wherein thou hast been instructed. There was in the days of Herod the king of Judea a certain priest named Zacharias of the course of Abia, and his wife was the daughters of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth. Okay, so the daughters of Aaron, that is something to look up, to define, right? That is something to note, that Elizabeth was actually the daughters of Aaron. She was one of the daughters of Aaron. So I found that interesting, right? Because I hadn't saw that before, to be honest with you. And who are they are talking about? Aaron. Who is Aaron in the Bible? Are they talking about Moses' brother, Aaron? Think about that. So we can put out here, I'm just going to put like little arrows. You can do whatever else. But think about Moses' brother, you know. And they were both righteous before God, walking in all the commandments and ordinances of the Lord blameless. Now this is under the law, right? This is under the law. And they had no child because Elizabeth was barren. And it's actually an S there. And they both were now well stricken in years. And it came to pass that while he executed the priest's office before God in the order of his course, according to the custom of the priest's office, his lot was to burn incense when he went into the temple of the Lord. So we're going to burn some incense, and that is something that I like. So I don't have any pink. I'm just going to use green. I don't see my pink anywhere. So I'm just going to use green to highlight something that I like. Here's a green gel pen. So burn incense, right? And the whole multitude of the people were praying without at the time of incense. And there appeared, I'm all talking today. And there appeared unto him an angel of the Lord standing on the right side of the altar of incense. So there the angel was on the right side of the altar of incense. And when Zacharias saw him, he was troubled, and fear fell upon him. Right? But the angel said unto him, Fear not, Zacharias, for thy prayer is heard, and thy wife Elizabeth shall bear thee a son, and thou shalt call his name John. Now, this is a prophecy, and whenever there's a prophecy in the Bible, I always like to do it, have orange, right? And this orange is very faint. It's probably a brown color. But this is, to me, would be orange, and I will have to highlight that orange. Yeah. I'll grab my other bag. I don't have my other journaling bag with me. And thou shalt have joy and gladness, and many shall rejoice at his birth. Okay, so it keeps on going. For he shall be great in the sight of the Lord, and shall drink neither wine nor strong drink, and he shall be filled with the Holy Ghost, even from his mother's womb. Wow. There you go. So I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for the rest of going over with the book of Luke with me during December, because there's only 24 chapters, and I believe I can make it, right? I hope you join me.